Okay, fan collectors, on this episode of Casablanca Frankenfan, we have a Zephyr, sort of. Not just any though, it's a turbo Zephyr. And the reason I say sort of is because the motor is really a... Let's see if it will focus. Victorian. Some required, of course, which does work. This one has an interesting story. See, that motor got damaged by shipping, so I had to straighten out the switch housing, and because it lost its locking pin, we have the set screw holding it on now. Lovely stuff. And of course, the housing's of a different fan. But that's okay. In fact, this motor was originally meant for something else, but because I found that housing, I went ahead and decided I'm going to buy the housing and turn it into a turbo Zephyr. Because they're such a rare and cool fan. Regular Zephyrs, meh. Blade arms are just your standard little... imports off some old hugger, probably a Virgo. Blades, I believe, are from a Moss Emperor or similar. I say that because they were off the set of the Emperor brackets that I used on a different fan with stencil blades. So let's power this up. It's an it's about a 13 degree pitch, 230 RPM high. Performance, what do you expect for a K55 fan? I'm just going to slow this puppy down so you can see how slow the low goes. I don't think the Slumber Quiet's original on this one. You see, it has like a 25K pot. The original was 5. Despite that, it seems to work pretty good. Although sometimes it will stall a complete low. I can get it going down. I'll have to deal with that eventually, but I'm happy with it for now. I'll have to rebuild the Slumber Quiet circuitry later. I'm running on a Variac set at 120 volts. So this one has so this one had obviously a colorful story, I don't know. I just like it because turbo Zephyr. They were pretty rare. I'll put it back on high and then just do a proper spin down. Airflow is exactly what you'd expect for a K55 type fan. Spin down seems slightly shorter than average, but that might just be because the motor was stiff and hasn't been running in a while. And that is all. I hope you enjoyed. There will be more coming.